Corinthians and Sao Paulo, two teams who have every right to consider themselves Brazilian footballing royalty. And when they clash, sparks tend to fly. Corinthians may hold the edge historically, but if we know one thing about derbies, it's that such history counts for very little. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Dembele. Nicely. Big chance! That's another chance! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. And somehow it stayed out. Baresi. Robertson. Dembele. That's been cut out, well played. It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Caresses it through, and he's cut it out. That's a sharp pass. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Vieri. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That pass isn't the best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Cannavaro makes the interception. Scholes. Great ball, and he's in. It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Thuram has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Scholes. Royce. Del Piero. Del Piero! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
That He's intervened well there. Great vision. Mbappe! It's Dembele! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that was close.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Del Piero. Oh, that was vital. Dembele. And that has been knocked clear. This their second corner of the game. Point-blank header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And it's Royce. And a chance! He scores! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much...
Tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, smashing! Oh, he's hit the bar! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vieri. Nedved. Looking tidy in possession here. Looking to play him in. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the pass is intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. Corinthians are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So once again, we're underway. And this is Nedved. Skims one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aimed beyond the defence. Hullet. Good read, needed to be. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he spark a counter here? And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Mbappe, and that is expertly dealt with. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So what can they make of this? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Nedved. And that has been cleared. And the shot's Dembele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! And he's there to clear it. Nedved crosses. Cleared away. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. Cannavaro clears it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's there to make the challenge. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Dembele. Thuram has it out wide and in... Oh, what a climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Threads one in. It's a promising position. Ferdinand does really well there. He is strong. Decent chance! Goal! Corinthians! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Corinthians go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Looking for options for movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Not the most accurate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Just eases him off the ball. Knocks it into space. That's the keeper's ball.
Sao Paulo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nesta plays it forward. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieri looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Mbappe. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Corinthians are down to 10 men.
substituição no time do Corinthians.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14, camisa 23, camisa...
That is some save from Khan! Oh, what has happened here? Corner number 4 coming up here. He rises! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Searching pass he's played there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Corinthians have a free kick. Now, he's got space here. That has been cut short. That is good alertness. I think we're just about done here. Now, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And they're not going to make... And Del Piero! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught napping! Can take his flag offside. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Corinthians have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Corinthians really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as...
Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supported club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local cause. How appropriate is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby?
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromised. And Royce! Nicely weighted ball, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot a goal! Wonderful from Del Piero!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Sao Paulo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great defending, strong and determined. Good chance here! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
He's got away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Vieri. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Vieri. Shoots! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Corinthians are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a good foot in there. He won't be happy with that one. Out to the left it goes. And that pass just didn't quite work.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is a little undercooked. Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cannavaro. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Teremos uma substituição.
Some resolute defending there. Crosses it in, he gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ferdinand tries to pass it through. Cannavaro. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Now it's Hullet. Hullet charging forward, the ball and Del Piero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has been cleared. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Thuram cuts out the pass. Corinthians looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Del Piero. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Conte. Ball played for Del Piero. Driving forward, and he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, super ball! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hullet. Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's scored! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Knocks it out wide. Del Piero. Messi. There's the whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Corinthians head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. What a throw in. Chips it through. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Vieri. Eto'o. He's a sharp little ball here. Del Piero receives it in a wide... And the finish! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Gorgeous, just Gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. He's one-on-one! Real chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Sao Paulo get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Great effort, but no way through. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Hullet. And this is Messi. He's having a go. And that has been clubbed away. Royce is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. Vieri gets flagged offside.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Leicester gets over and intercepts. And it's Hakimi. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Neymar. Half an hour gone in the second half. Taken back almost at once. Del Piero.
Sao Paulo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's good vision. No luck with that dink over the top.
substituição no time do Corinthians.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Pele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Corinthians are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Well, that's well spotted. Corinthians are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that has not gone well.
Corinthians really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Hakimi, and they can counter here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was alert to it. And it's Messi. Del Piero. Nedved. And that is that. Corinthians can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white.
Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent, mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured.
It's Nedved! Nedved! A diamond of a goal!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bullets!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Bullets.
Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Nedved crosses.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Nedved.
Here comes another cross.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Corinthians are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
They're urging him.
And Royce!
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cannavaro.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Quality ball.
Picked out brilliantly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
And here's Royce. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Sao Paulo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Vieira looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
That looks a good ball through.
And the shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
That pass isn't the best.
He's gone for goal!
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
That's a shade optimistic.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Sao Paulo are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap...
Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Scholes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Some resolute defending there. Oh, it's Dembele.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here. Alexander-Arnold. And he's there to make the challenge. Nedved. And he's had it nicked away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Teremos uma substituição.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, that's a key interception.
Vieri. Alexander-Arnold. That is good alertness. And it's Royce. Conte. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Del Piero.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Royce. Nesta
Gets good distance on it.
Sao Paulo can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Crosses it in here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Played it again.
Ferdinand with the clearance. Crossed it again.
Turns and goes back.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.810 espectadores.
And he's managed to gift it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
So what can they make of this? Now it's Nedved. And this is Ronaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Corinthians really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's tried one!
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here.
So the perfect chance to get one back.
Camisa 10, camisa 22, camisa 20, Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Neymar!
camisa 7, Neymar. Camisa 11, camisa 23.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Pass somewhat off target. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Vieri. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now that's well seen too. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide.
He's in space and looking for options.
Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Del Piero. Hakimi. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to.
Substituição.
Now there's a fine ball. Spread it left. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Corinthians are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Neymar. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
And here's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Platini. Del Piero. Now it's Pelé. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Tries a shot!
Yes! And they are cruising away.
As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Messi! This time, surely! And that may well be that. That is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The great team, the people's team. That is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Look at the space here. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He won't be happy with that one. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Lewandowski. He might be in here. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Scholes. He's a sharp little ball here. Palmeiras are looking to break at pace. Pedri charging forward, the ball. Pedri! And again! There's a goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have had the first significant moment. It's Vieri! Yes! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Goes for a shot! Takes a shot! Deftly away. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Scholes does well to get it back. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hazard, Hernandez, looking for the run. Timber gets across to intercept that. And here's Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Hazard. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Hernandez looking to play him in. Oh, this looks sharp. It's Kimmich. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Played out to the right.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedri, good running, strong and purposeful. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Now it's Vieri. That has been cut short.
Kimmich. Now it's Hazard. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Conte. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hazard. And he's looking to catch him up. Hazard. That's really well cleared. Palmeiras have got it back and they'll have another go. Hernandez. Rijkaard. Shot could be on. Great chance! There was plenty of power on that. And here's Lewandowski. Scholes. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's burst. And a chance! Dispatched clinically. Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And we are back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Vieri might just make this. Royce. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, super... Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Corinthians with the corner. They're first. Royce with the short one. And the shot! That was probably asking just too much. Pinches it off him. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vieri. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Corinthians needing a change of fortune here. Looking for a runner. Robertson deals with that comfortably. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Koundé. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Can he get it through? Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played. Can he finish? It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Vieri really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a...
Can he finish? We've got a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vieri gets through on it. Decent chance! Goal! Corinthians! And the comeback is complete. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Corinthians go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 22, camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Hernandez
17.
has headed upfield.
Neymar.
It's a searching pass. Vieri looking to get on the end of this. Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. And it's Pedri. And he welcomes it in. He is through here.
Palmeiras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Vieri. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri picks it up out wide. Defending of the desperate variety.
Palmeiras really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And back to the keeper they go. Corinthians close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, some tackle that. Tries to pass it through. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Mbappe. And he's in on... It's Bale! Oh, yes! It's there! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
All square again into the dying minutes.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank.
A header! Oh, and we're done. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Vieri, very much the hero in this game. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Isco. Now Otto. Isco. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bellingham. Bellingham carries the ball down the right. Robertson. And it's Cannavaro. Alexander-Arnold. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. And it's Royce. And this is Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! Goal! Corinthians! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Isco probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Quarter of an hour played. Gnabry, Atletico Paranaense are looking to break at pace. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Scholes going full tilt down the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Corinthians finding their passes. Serginho. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Atletico Paranaense grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Otto. Bellingham. And it's Otto. Oh, good read.
Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Atletico Paranaense with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. He's got tall! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's Del Piero. Well, they can break here. And here's Canabri. Great vision. Isco gets into a good position. Atletico Paranaense have their second corner now. Cleared away. Royce. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That was somewhat off target. And Royce! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Del Piero going... There's the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Cannavaro. Not the most convincing of passes. Ball played for Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Isco. Isco goes steaming forward. And a chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Corinthians are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de menino de camiseta amarela. Dirija-se ao centro de informações.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Bellingham. Oh, look at the space here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Can he spark a counter here? Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Vieri. Now it's Royce. Serginho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Messi. He's found some space. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And now they can clear their lines. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. And this is Vieri. Vieri's cross.
Not the most accurate pass. And another try! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Scholes with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he's just misjudged that one. Robertson, and it's Scholes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, played right into his path. That's a promising position. Real chance! And again! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Atletico Paranaense. Chance! He has done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. And the finish! Belletti in with the challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And it's Belletti. That's been cut out, well played.
Atletico Paranaense clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well played. Aubameyang. And they can counter here. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Turns back here, probably the best option. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 10, camisa 22, camisa 20, camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Atletico Paranaense clearly now in lead preservation mode. And here's Aubameyang.
Camisa 13.
Hakimi.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Del Piero. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Neymar goes short. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Turns and goes back. Mbappe has created 1 goal already. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's that, the end. Corinthians did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Corinthians just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game... Oh, no! No mistake! That has not gone well. Salah. And this is Roll! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Raul is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Henderson gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Jordan Henderson. Del Piero. Raul. It's a threatening ball. Could move up a gear here. Robertson. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Vieri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tries the cut back. Crossed it again. And that has been cleared. Scholes. And it's Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Royce. And Royce! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold, played out to the right. Chance for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Corinthians have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe! That's a corner kick. Messi plays it short, plays it across, and the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Ball's gone out of play. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Costa Curta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro makes the interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's headed upfield. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, just skips, goes for a shot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Vieri. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Look at the space here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Del Piero. Now he's got space here. The less said about that pass, the better. Del Piero is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Raul. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Picked out brilliantly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Scholes. Royce. He's well positioned. Shoots! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Pinches it off him. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's with the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Atenção, proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo.
And that's the second half started. Mohamed Salah, given the lift of his goal. Roll! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
There was no getting to that. Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corinthians have their second corner now. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Scholes. Vieri. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Costa Curta. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Jordan Henderson. Baresi. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold in Akers. Oh, what a climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corinthians have their third corner. goals with the short one. There will be a throw-in. Shapes to shoot! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Salah!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Oh, super ball! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cannavaro. Looking for the run. Vieri. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That is Conte. Tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception.
Corinthians really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Mohamed Salah really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
And a shot! It's and another try! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Camisa 22, camisa 10, camisa 20, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11, camisa 7, Neymar.
They've played it short.
17, substituição em andamento.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Del Piero. And he's lost his man. It takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the...
There's the shot! He has done it! And again they hit the front. So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Baresi. And it's Cannavaro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot could be on.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Messi. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Messi gets into some space. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that is that. Corinthians played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Vieri. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that looks a decent ball. And here's Royce.
Royce really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Conte. Robertson. Scholes goes on a run down the left wing. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's intervened well there. Cruyff, looking for options for movement. A lot of speed. Pele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Pele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Colombia looking to pass their way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Header! Baresi gets rid without sophistication. Alexander-Arnold. Corinthians, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's neat. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Vieri. And he's forced to go back. Baresi. And it's Cannavaro. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davids. Colombia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing.
Shapes to shoot! Gareth glittering Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. Rijkaard.
Corinthians certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's found a way through. Del Piero. And a shot! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Vieri! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Scholes goes short. He's had a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cambio en Colombia.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
David's really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Corinthians are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're just settling back into this second half. Some really good ball movement. Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Maldini calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gattuso. He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's a player who's very good at his craft. If space is to be found, he'll find it.
Pass somewhat off target. And the keeper takes decisive action. Pull it. Looking for the run. Suarez is in a really good position out wide.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Pelé just eases him off the ball. Royce. Conte could move up a gear here. And it's Del Piero. Always onto this. Scholes has it in a wide position. Royce! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Scholes. And he was quick to react. Pelé. Pull it. Passes short and sharp. He has a look up. An instinctive delivery. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Tries to play it through. And here's Suarez. Scholes. The ball has bounced loose now. Pinches it off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Colombia have got it back, and they'll have another go. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero. Well, now here's a good battle. It's Vieri! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have...
Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Pullet aimed beyond the defence.
Colombia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bale promptly onto that, and that is that. Gattuso. Great vision. Pullet dominates aerially so often. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, there's the clearance. Just 5 minutes left. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. That's Maldini.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But that has not gone well. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. There's the shot! Bale, so nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This man, Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Royce, lovely pass, but can he get there? That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Hullet, and that is a little undercooked. Now it's Scholes, and this is Vieri. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dead.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And Royce! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Looking tidy in possession here. Looking for options for movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Corinthians clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the ball is out of play. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mateus. Oh, this is a very good run. Tries to dink it through. Picked out brilliantly. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vieri. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. Looking to play him in. Now it's Del Piero. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Backward it goes. And shifted it to the flank. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. And he's had it nicked away. Vieri is firing after that one. And this is Del Piero. That is a great pick out. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. He has found the way through. And that's been drilled in. Cleared without complication. Neymar. That's beautifully weighted. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! There it is! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Hullet, real chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now
he's gone tall. No, not the best of headers.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
That's a throw. And he's gone searching crossfield. Robertson goes sliding in. Now it's Del Piero. And this is Royce. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Messi could try cutting inside here. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Vieri deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Mateus. Well, that has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Del Piero was alert to the post. Oh, terrible pass. Conte. It's a pretty loose pass. Deftly away. Mateus looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's Del Piero.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That's been slit through. And this is Hullet. That pass isn't the best. Alexander-Arnold with the slide tackle there.
The attendance
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up big! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So now the difference is 3. Baresi gets over and intercepts. And here's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's well positioned here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rui Costa. That's a nice... Bullet! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Spread it left. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that pass just didn't quite work. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hullet takes a shot! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! A finish right from the top draw! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Substitution for Torino, number 7.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And this is Torres. Oh, what has happened here? Lovely bit of skill.
Number 24, Gerard. Number 9.
Has a look and plays it forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's played through for him. Poor robust challenge. And he was alert to it. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
The chance! Oh, almost a sixth.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Torino get their 4th corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Totti. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Mbappe. Baresi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Vieri. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Great ball if he can get there. Goes down, but nothing given. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, super find. And Torres! In he goes again. He's scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that will be it. Corinthians did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football.
Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
He's got away. That's the throw. Alexander-Arnold over to the other side. Has a look and plays it forward. Fabian Ruiz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that is a little undercooked. It's Vieri! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Royce. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. And this is Del Piero. He has found Del Piero! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent.
Decent chance! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1. And Aubameyang! And that has fair fizzed. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vieri. He's a sharp little ball here. Guendouzi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is...
Scores! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Guendouzi. Tries to cross. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Mbappe. Ødegaard. Now it's Aubameyang. And it's Ruiz. Now this could be a chance. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to play it through. And the finish! They've scored! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion. And Del Piero! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. James. And it's Guendouzi. To Guendouzi. James. That's a shade optimistic. James is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Fabian Ruiz knocks it out wide. Looking to go deep. Out of play for a goal kick. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Mbappe. And it's James. Rijkaard. And here's the chance to counter. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Pogba. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Shot at goal! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there.
And a chance! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So all square, and not for the first time. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Guendouzi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines.
There will be 3
Corinthians
minutes added
are
time.
looking to go forward now. Ødegaard. And it's Aubameyang. Now it's Mbappe. A heavy challenge. Threads one in. And he's managed to get free. Koundé. There's the whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 8, Fabian Ruiz. Coming on the
Corinthians
field is
get the second half started.
10, De Bruyne.
Robertson, he's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Scholes plays it short. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. De Bruyne. Spread it left. Just eases him off the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Scholes. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cross from Scholes. Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Scholes goes short. Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. James. De Bruyne.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Koundé. Del Piero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Reece James. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 18, Park Ji-sung. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Scholes with the short one. And they've got rid.
For this match was 61,052.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ødegaard. De Bruyne. Pogba. Good ball over the top. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Aubameyang. Pogba. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's heaved it away. Ødegaard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Robertson with the clearance. In once more. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Park Ji-sung. Played it again. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Scholes. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Aubameyang. Can he get it through? De Bruyne. Oh, what a climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 97.
And here's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung's cross. Defending of the desperate variety.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
In progress.
And the pass is intercepted. Over to the left. An instinctive delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Tries a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking to play him in. Now it's Vieri. Tries a deft little ball. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Vieri. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes to Pogba. Now it's Greenwood. Park Ji-sung. That's an excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. Played out to the left flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aimed beyond the defence. Borussia Dortmund really will have to throw everything at this now. Park Ji-sung could try cutting inside here. Well read, nice interception. And time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
To make sure to put any litter in the bin.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Del Piero, and he's well positioned here. Now it's Vieri. He's had a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Cameroon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's played it, and he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Cannavaro makes the interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Del Piero. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Messi, pinches it off him. Corinthians leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's Vieri. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Messi. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. That's a sharp pass. Neymar. Lovely. It's Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Vieri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's running through. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Cameroon grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Scholes goes short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That has not gone well. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi. Xavi. Threads one in. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. I'm not sure. Vieri! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Olise gets a foot in here. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. This might take a shot! He's got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Cameroon go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And he's had it nicked away. Played down the flank. Messi in acres of space out wide. Robertson. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Pele. And this is Neymar, and he's surging through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Conte. Here's a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Robertson. Baresi.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Ball played for Del Piero. And it's Scholes. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind...
And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Senhores, pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida.
And that's the second half started. Pele picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a little off target. Olise. Robertson cuts it out. Scholes looks to get on the end of this. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi, and he's away. Takes the shot! No, not quite.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Del Piero. Royce. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Danger averted for now. And this is Royce. And Royce! Neymar. Now it's Messi.
That's going in strongly.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's well spotted. And the counter is on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Xavi, good purposeful running. Has a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Scholes. And The pass is intercepted. Neymar. Now it's Xavi. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a good spell of possession, this. Xavi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 10, camisa 5, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, Neymar.
Baresi.
Camisa 11, camisa 13.
Corinthians looking to pass their way through, and that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Cruyff.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. He came in hard, very hard. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Pelé. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Picked out brilliant. Xavi! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, this looks sharp. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cruyff. Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. And the finish! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Pelé has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Cruyff looking to penetrate opposition lines.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's cut it out. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's come loose.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
He's free. And a chance! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, Peter, a strength...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Baresi, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pressing high and with purpose. He's found a way through. Oh, super. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Santos have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Looks to the other side. Robertson. And it's Royce. Ball played for Del Piero. Scholes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Baresi deals with that comfortably. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. And it's Scholes. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Ah, that's a fine interception. And here's Del Piero. And they're quick to get it back. Good chance here! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Corinthians with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Royce goes short. Vieri! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Corinthians are behind here, despite their domination of possession. That is good alertness. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That has not gone well. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he was quick to react. Baresi cuts it out. Shot could be on.
Corinthians really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now that's well seen too. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Scholes, looking to play him in. It's Vieri! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Puskas! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cannavaro. Robertson. Puskás pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Good ball, good take. That's a good ball. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Baresi clears it away. And back it goes. Oh, cracking ball. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Mateus! That's a half-decent try.
Mateus is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity. Corinthians truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Spread out to the left. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Conte looking tidy in possession here. Vieri. It's Vieri! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Vieri demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No, that's been intercepted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started. Scholes does well to stand firm and defend it. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Now it's Del Piero. Puyol does really well there. He is strong. Koundé. Passing is crisp and sharp. Royce.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Scholes. Mateus. And this is Pele. Scholes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Pele in with the challenge. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rijkaard. Royce. Del Piero, played out towards the right wing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Scholes. Koundé. And it's Robertson. Royce is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Messi. That is a great pick out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been cut short. Cannavaro is there to clear. Now it's Pele. Scholes. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, good ball! Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Camisa 11, camisa 17.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vieri. Searching pass he's played there. Dink through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
"75 minutes played." Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Goes for a shot! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Neymar. They're urging him to shoot. He's had a shot! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is as far as they're going to go. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Bernardo Silva.
Well, that might be that, Peter.
That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Substituição no time do Santos.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 20, camisa 21, deixando o campo para a entrada.
But they've got it again.
Camisa 22.
And it's
Camisa
Neymar.
9, camisa
So what can they make of this?
Teremos uma substituição.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Teremos minuto
Into
de
stoppage
acréscimo.
time, whistle due any moment. Triol promptly onto that, and that is that. Santos looking to pass their way through. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is...